It's really a deep honor for me to be here and participate in this particular ceremony. I would also like to congratulate our honorees this evening for their achievements, their success in their studies, and at this particular time in their career, they probably do not fully have the appreciation of the opportunity of attending this university, but with more experience in life, that will, I'll assure you, will grow. As I reflected on what I would say, you know, graduation, any presentation or speech at a graduation ceremony should by definition be very short, right? I mean, that's, it seems to me, probably the major criteria. And as I reflected on what, in just a few minutes, that I might share with you this evening, it took me back to a point in my own life where our youngest son was leaving home. And the circumstances were such that actually my wife Amy and I had been out of town for a day or two, and we came back. And as we came back, our 19-year-old son, who had gone away to college, and let's just say he was not one of the honor students in his class, and that he had come back for a short period of time. And when we came home, he announced, and we had no idea that this was going to be the case, that he was leaving and going back to the city in Tennessee, where he had previously studied. And he had a girlfriend there. That has a way of attracting people back to various locations. And that, surprised by the fact that he was going to be leaving, I was trying to pull myself together as to what I might share with him that might be helpful in the future in his life. And so it's kind of in that same context, although in this case we're talking about the very best students at an outstanding university who have received outstanding training. But I think in terms of the things that I shared with my son, that they would be equally applicable in terms of sort of talking about a recipe for success, whether one had great academic achievements or whether their academic achievements, as in the case of my son, had not been particularly newsworthy, so to speak. What essentially I said to him was something like this. I said that we live in a time when there's great opportunity present. And if in fact you build into your life, even without outstanding academic achievements at that particular time, that these certain things will help you a great deal in terms of your future success. And the first thing that I mentioned to him was integrity. I said, his name is JR, I said, build integrity into your life. That honesty is something that will serve you well no matter what direction that you go. And if you think of that in terms of your future, that if you are an employee, that honesty is something that will be greatly appreciated and rewarded by your employer. It's not always easy. In fact, it's often very difficult to find people who are really trustworthy and can be counted on to respond with integrity. And the same is true in business. You know, of course, my background is economic. I've spent all of my life studying economics. And integrity is something that is very important in business. If in fact you offer guarantee for your products and certain kinds of service associated with your business, that you carry through with integrity and carry out what it is that you've said. And that here at this university you study about how markets work, and that you know that integrity is an important element of success in business. That there are people who cut corners, and they may derive some short-term gain by that, but long-run success is going to be served by honesty and integrity. The second thing that I mentioned to him was dependability. I said that being dependable is crucially important to how others are going to view you. And if you promise to do something, you need to make sure that you, in fact, carry it out. That when you make a commitment, that it'll be as if, whether it was others that are working with you, that they can count on the fact that that is, in fact, going to be the way it's carried out. And again, we find that characteristic is one that is very important in terms of business success. Products that are dependable, services that are dependable. And it also is important, of course, as far as if one is an employee rather than in business. A third thing that I mentioned to him was building excellence into his life. And certainly our honorees this evening have a record of having built excellence and substantial achievements. But make it a habit. And that don't just do the minimum that is required of you, but go beyond what is required of you. A fourth thing that I shared with him was perseverance. As you look forward in your life, graduates, that you are going to have some unexpected things that are going to happen. And they won't always be totally good things. That there'll be some manholes in the road, if you like, some bumps in the road. And the question is how that you respond to that. Are you going to, when the going gets tough, so to speak, are you going to persevere and continue? Are you going to essentially allow that experience to make you a better person? Or is it going to exert a negative impact on you? That all of us have things that occur in our lives that we did not plan on. I have glaucoma. I'm sure all of you have figured out that I cannot see. I didn't plan on having glaucoma. It was not part of my plan. But I did, and I'm grateful for the fact that it happened rather gradually. And as the result, it was easier for me to continue to persevere, if you like. Finally, I would like to close with something that does relate to economics and is very important in economics. That entrepreneurial thinking is a major element. In fact, I would say just the foundation of personal success. Creativity in terms of being able to see that better way of doing things. And it often comes from, is discovered in unusual kinds of circumstances. That as we think of some of the great successes in business, one that comes to mind is that of Ray Kroc, and the founder of McDonald's. He was basically a 50-year-old unsuccessful milkshake salesman. But he had the entrepreneurial idea that as he observed this restaurant in which he was selling milkshakes to, developing it into a chain and franchising it. And of course, the rest of it is history. But there's lots of different dimensions to entrepreneurial thinking. But if we develop on this channel of always being able to think of how can it be done better? Can we improve upon the current method in which things are being done? That it will enhance our lives and enhance our lives to the quality of our services to others. So in closing, I would like to congratulate you on your achievements, and I would like to challenge you as you move forward in your careers, that you build integrity, that you build perseverance, and that you build dependability and the entrepreneurial way of thinking into your lifestyle, that it becomes part of your character. Thank you so much.
Yeah.